there, this is Love and Sparkles, and I have got 2 DACs here. I'm trying to get through all my DACs so I can take them back to the craft room. I've got 3 left. Because when I came in, I just kind of threw them over there in the pile. And so, I try to get through them. Hoping I still can get access to the links. If not, I will try to look and see if they're still available. If not, you know they always come back up. There's one plastic off. Let me get all these plastics off first, because that's the only thing I will need these scissors for, is this plastic. Grandson's still asleep. Lord knows what time he went to bed. I go to bed way earlier than he does. Way earlier. I know I can get to the link with this one. I'm not sure with this one. Okay, so we will do this one first. This one is The Red Covered Bridge by Chuck Pinson. And I actually did the full painting of this one. And my dad come in and said, "Oh, that's so beautiful." And so I gave him the whole picture. And this blow up of it is 45 colors with 5 ABs. And it has 17,784. It is round. It was a beautiful image, let me tell you. So when he came in and said, "Oh, that's so pretty," I just framed it and gave it to him. It's hanging on his wall in his living room. I love the image. I really did. Clear wax. Baggies, twist and pick pen, which of course, you know, when it runs out of wax, you just unscrew it, pull out the plunger, put some wax in there, put the plunger back in, screw it back together, and then you're all set. Pull off the cap, twist, and then wax will start coming out again. Cover to keep it from drying out. Don't run off my table. Take off the lid. Inside a 7-placer and a heart wax. Lid goes back on. The end, 4-placer. Put all this back together. I'll just put this over here because I want to put that over in my box, because I keep a box like this with everything in it. Okay, open this up, and it has 45 colors. Pull out the card, and of course it's a bronze. Labels, and there's your labels, 45 labels. Make sure you pull out your little card. That's where your labels will be. I'm going to keep my card out so I can put it in my book. I don't think I'm ever going to get anything but a bronze. Bronze it will be. That's all I've gotten so far is bronzers. Okay. Put that over there. Put this up here. Put this here. Put that in the other thing. This up here. Alright. And then we'll open this up. The size on this will be, since I didn't read it on the box. And of course my mystery painting video I did, someone left me a nasty comment. I'm sorry. I mean, if you can't leave a nice comment, you know, why comment? Always make sure your drills match your canvas. Red covered bridge, they do. Okay. This is a 17 by 13. It's so pretty. So pretty. It's beautiful. So even though I gave the original to my dad, I can still have this canvas. And so we have the ABs in this one are going to be at the top. They're a 106, a 110, a 114, a 131, and a 135. And I can guarantee that they will be up here in the trees. I can guarantee it. The ones are up here. The twos, where are the twos? The twos. Where are them pesky toes? I see the fours. They're here in this tree. The fives are up in this tree. The threes, where are the threes? They're a reddish color. They're red. So where are they going to be? They're down here in this bush. The reds are down in this bush. I guess they're going to be berries in the bush. But where are those twos? Because they're an orangey color. So where's the orangey color? I'm looking for the orangey. Sorry, I just hit that. Where are the twos? The twos are over in here. They're over on this side. And down in here. Down at the bottom in this bush is where the twos are. So the twos are all in the bushes and the trees. The tree leaves is where all the ABs are. And that's regular Randall or Chuck Pinson fashion. So the drill field is beautiful. A lot of line blocking. Some color blocking. A lot of line blocking. Okay, I'm going to flip this over. And then I can open up the drills so we can look at them. kind of slide through them. Oh. There's the one AB, the green one. That's pretty. Pretty orange. These trees are going to be gorgeous. So here's the 110. Here's the 131. There's the red covered bridge. 114. Isn't that a pretty color? And the 106. So. Alright, I got them all back in there, but I didn't make you watch me struggle. Did not make you watch the struggle bus. But I'm going to flip them back over. So I have them all in there. I'm going to roll this one back up. That was the red covered bridge by Chuck Pinson. That is a beautiful painting. I've just gone to where I do the little ones. Cost you less, but I think at the most $26, $27. You can do them, you know, less than a month. And doesn't take you long. You can watch TV, watch YouTubes, watch old series if you want. Watch new stuff if you can find any new stuff that's worth watching, which is debatable nowadays. I've been binge watching Stargate SG-1. Believe it or not, I was like, oh yeah, I'll watch that for a while. So that one is the red covered bridge by Chuck Pinson. So I'll put that one in down below. If I can't find the link, I'll at least tell you how much it was and just keep your eye out because they always do come back. This one is Beach Bungalow, and this one's by William Howe. It is a 13 by 9, 13.3 by 9.8 inches, which is 33.9 by 24.9 centimeters. And it has 47 colors, 2 ABs, and 2 fairy dust. And only 13,600 colors. And so we're going to get it this color. And this one's a square. This one is a square. So I'm not going to go into the kit since we already saw the kit. So let's go into the kit stuff. This one's, make sure you register your kits, guys. Go into the stuffs. Probably another bronze. Yes, another bronze. I'll put that in my book. Okay, another bronze. I have 3 more kits and then that's it. I probably won't get any more until they do another drop. And it has 47 colors, which is 2 ABs and 2 fairy dust. And we'll put this back in here. And they squish them, man, they squish them. And then we'll pull this out of the box. Little bitties, yeah, tiny guys. One is a tiny, 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 13 inches wide. And it's Beach Bungalow. Ever since I got those wrong drills, I double check now. I'm going to roll it backwards. Make sure to roll it backwards. Okay. Actually, it's wide. So it's 13 inches wide, but only 9.8 inches tall. So it's not very tall, but it is pretty wide. And it's a beach scene. So if you like beach scenes, there's your beach scene. I'm just going to, there we go. So I don't have to be sticking my hands way out there. There we go. And see if I can figure out where these are. Okay. First AB is the triangle. Probably up in the sky. Or the water. Sky or water. It should be anyway. I would think. A lot of color blocking in this. So it should go pretty quick. Sky or water? Oh no, that's a green. Okay, so it's right here in these bushes. All through in here. This triangle right here. And then, and that is an AB. And then the N. This real light N. That is an AB. That real light N. All through here. And that looks like when the water first comes up on shore. That is an AB. And then the plus sign. Where's the plus sign? The plus sign. Plus sign. Where is the plus sign? And the N is up in the clouds too. Up in the clouds. That is an AB. All up in there. That's an AB. Now the plus sign, and over in here, that's an AB. Now the plus sign, that is plus, right? Brown plus. And that's a brown plus. A reddish brown plus. A reddish brown plus. A reddish brown plus. Oh. All right in there. That's a fairy dust. That's the only place I see that. But that's a fairy dust. And then like a circle with a slash, which is down in there. Because it's that bottom one right there. Well, it's an E. Okay, so that E, which is right there. Do I see any more E's? And that's the only place I see that E. And that's fairy dust. So that's the only place I see those fairy dust is there. And that's it. It's like right in there. So those fairy dusts and those fairy dusts. It's the only place I see the fairy dust. So that's the only place I see the fairy dust. But that's a cute little one. And it's tiny. It is a tiny one, so it shouldn't take you too long. And there's a lot of color blocking, so it should go fairly quickly. I mean, it's a fairly small one, and it's a lot of color blocking. A lot of color blocking. So that one should go fairly quickly. So I'm going to flip this over and show you the drills. Oops. I'll whack it. Did not mean to whack it. I whack-a-mole with hitting my camera. Okay. Let you look at them. Beautiful blue. And that's a beautiful blue. And that beautiful green. That's the fairy dust. Not very much of it. And that's a fairy dust. Not very much of it. Ooh, that's a pretty 6,000. And nice pretty aqua. Nice pretty blue. And that's pretty blue. Nice pretty green, AB. And that is the soft blue AB that's going to be in the clouds and along the soft, pretty soft wave that comes in. So these are the colors that are in it. Beautiful colors. Okay, and I don't even think I'm going to put this one away. I think I'll kit this one up next. So I think I'll leave this out. But I think I'll kit this up next for my couch. Because I don't have anything kitted up for my couch. So I think I'll leave this one kit out and kit this one up for my couch next. So I am going to get off of here and close this up. And I'll see if I can find this one. I know this one I can get access to. And I'll drop these links down in the description. I'm going to get off of here. And weekend's coming up. So everyone have a wonderful weekend. When you're out and about, smile. Be nice. Everyone be nice. Pass it around. Be nice in the world. Love y'all. Bye.